Welcome, guys. Welcome to Aurex Podcast. This is CG.
This is Prem.
And my name is Alan. Hello.
So, guys, before we start our podcast, I have a disclaimer to do. So, it is a financial podcast where we're going to talk about the retail market. We're going to talk about trading strategy. We're going to talk about what's happening in the market. But still, there's a risk disclaimer. None of all this context that we're going to talk about is meant for financial advice. It's not to, stimulate or pursue any one of you to hit the buy and sell button without doing your own due diligence. So remember, guys, before you keep on watching, just make sure that, none of what we're going to talk about is about trading advice. All right, so shall we?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so maybe we can start with this is actually the first episode we've been planning.
Yeah.
We discuss a lot about how can we be more authentic and be more true to ourselves, but also to our audience, community, from the internet as well. And we came up with this idea to do the podcast together. So how do you guys feel, man?
Well, it's my first time, so actually getting very excited. I want to see how this goes.
Yeah. How about you?
I'm feeling excited also, but a little bit nervous, because this is my first time. I don't know what ideas will come out.
Yeah.
It's some kind of, the brainstorming and the idea is,
Yeah, how would it but I see it like a jazz band, like you're gonna, some we don't know what will happen, but I think that is the fun part. Like for me myself, I feel slightly anxious as well because I don't know how will this roll. Like this is our first time doing this, and we're talking about complex stuff like trading, financial markets, gold, wartime stuff. So yeah, this is like something that is slightly overwhelming, intriguing, but still I think it is worth a try.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now speaking about, I think before we continue, I think it would be great for our audience to know that, none of us is actually, I think native English speaker, especially me and Alan. So try your very best to understand. We have to caption everything. Now back to the main topic, right?
All right.
And we're gonna start with the gold market, right? And I have a question for Prem. Like, can you share with us, when did you actually start to trade?
Well, I started trading gold when I would say like 5 years back. Yeah, 5 years back. It was during the rise of cryptocurrency. My friends were all into like crypto and NFT, and I was still working 9 to 5 job back then. I didn't know much. All I know was investing into stocks because that's what has been going on. With my family. They were into like investing stocks. So I have no idea about gold that you can actually like make a purchase without holding it visually like, on your hand.
Yeah.
You can do something like that. And then I figured like, what, why not? Let's find out what this is all about. And then ever since I started trading gold like 5 years ago, it's like it has been good to me. I would say fortunate, blessed, that I was able to ride the wave with most of my friends who are riding with me. We were able to profit like in a year of 2000, I would say 2 years ago, in that particular year, we were able to generate almost close to 500,000 individually
Wow.
in USD or
in USD after convert to ringgit lah, basically.
okay.
If in USD, I myself personally, I generated almost like close to 120,000.
Nice, man.
120,000. So from there, I was able to bought my first car. Able to give my mom, fix her house, make it like a very nice, comfortable place for her. Ever since then, I stuck with gold. I have not ventured any other metals yet. I've been with gold for how do you say loyalty towards gold.
All right. Is it like an Indian thing that you guys love gold? Like,
Not really, man. Not really, lah. Even you see me, I'm wearing silver.
and it's not. So it's not like like Indian thing that you guys are. You guys and gold have something like powerful chemistry there. No.
Not really, not really. Gold doesn't really look good on me, to be honest with you.
Okay. Oh, just kidding, bro. Just kidding.
It's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
I think like why I want to start with asking you this question because what separates you from the other traders that I know is that you have something we call skin in the game. There's a different right. There's concept called skin in the game, where are you really taking real risks and putting on real stake when you're trading it, or you're just not a fan, but we do know that there's a lot of guru outside there. People are preaching about they trade gold. Do you have a lot of contents on the market, and then they're hyping each other up. But the fact is that, well, they're probably not really trading, right? But from the very first day I know you, and I look at the quality of your lifestyle, and what you talk, what you preach, what you think. You do during lunchtime, coffee time. You just live and breathe about this thing,
Yes.
and that is why you have the skin in the game. You're actually putting your own skin in the game, which means that the thing that you teach people, the thing that you share with people, actually, if you're being burned by it, you're the first one to being burned. So that is why I started off with asking you this question, and thanks for sharing that part, man.
Okay.
Yeah, so now the next question would be for Alan. And Alan, I've known you for quite some time as well. Well, not years, but a few months, right? We've been, doing this project together. And I know that you started off with trading in the crypto market, right? You are spending more time in the crypto market, the contract market, as a retail trader as well. And there's a few things I learned from you personally, but we can keep that for later. But the question that I have for you is, what makes you attracted to the gold market? When after so long that you gain success in the crypto market.
All right, for me, why I love gold because now recently we can see that the trend of the gold is spikes up, right? Let me be real, okay? Because when we enter the financial market, right, actually I don't choose like, oh, because I like cryptocurrency market or I like gold. What I see is that, okay, actually what is in my mind is I want to make money. This is simple. Why I try to enter the gold market is because that, oh, I saw that, oh, there is a good trend for gold. So why not I take a try on the gold market?
Yeah, so you basically, you start off with a very simple question. What you want to do as a trader is just to like make money only.
Yeah.
And a big part about to solve that question is about understanding where volatility is. Yeah, so it seems to me that okay, where volatile goes, you actually go as well, right? So speaking about volatility, it seems like for the past few days, there's tremendous movement in the gold market, right? So due to the wartime, everything. Yeah, like let me ask you guys this question, and just tell me your thoughts. There's this stereotype, even that non-traders or new traders they know about. During wartime, during turbulence time, and the price of the gold will actually goes up. And why is that? Why is that true? Is it just like a temporary price jump, or is it actually based on solid facts?
All right, I think I can answer this question. Before that, let me confirm your question is why the gold price will go up or go down, is it?
Why during like there's always this stereotype, even my mom, even your uncle, aunties, and they say that, oh, price, even the people that don't trade or invest, they also understand that the gold price will actually goes up during wartime.
Yeah. Okay. For this one, right? Because most of the people they think that okay, gold is a safe haven asset. But the thing is, the gold is actually a safe haven asset because what? Because the gold is supply of the gold is limited.
It means that it's limited, it's scarce.
Yeah.
So Prem, this question is for you. We're gonna I'm asking this on behalf of new traders,
Okay.
young folks that want to go into the market, especially people that listen to this kind of rumors, that stereotype. Guys, it's time to buy gold now. Why? Because it's wartime. US is actually attacking Iran, and this is the best time to buy gold, guys. And for what I know, yesterday night you actually show off to me, a position that you've been holding.
Yeah, I did have a position I've been holding on.
Yeah, you've been like holding on. You can keep that for now. You can keep that for now.
Just now you show me around 20k USD.
Yeah, it's like a floating one. You better like take a good look at it. This guy is actually having a really good time right now. So I want you to try to be unbiased as possible. This is the time where you to show
Okay.
you're a legit trader, bro.
Okay.
Despite the fact that you're making money right now, and there's new traders having this kind of hype that we want to come in and make money like you.
That is a strategy that I use. It's actually is something that I experienced it myself. Okay, I'm a big time video gamer. So I play a video game like Witch Slayer, Witchcraft, Warcraft. So the ideology of the game is scavenger. You are scavenging whatever left off after the war effect.
Okay.
So if we use that theory, right, why gold price is rising up and why people are buying gold, because these are resources towards war. They are precious metals. So unlike crypto and other asset, like is like digitalized. These are the things that will not support towards the economic at all. So what will support towards the economy is precious metal. What comes after precious metal? Food. If we talk about one of the biggest competitor to metal is oil and gas. I believe like most people already notice that gold rising up so high, and then people are also expecting like the oil and gas price to be double right now. So people are very at this moment. So whenever you hear something like this story towards the news and whatnot during the weekend, you should be like prepared. Like everything comes to metal price. Doesn't matter to be gold, copper, or silver. Price would definitely spike. Definitely. Because if you were to go do a drawback towards like previous tests, yeah, if you do some back tests, basically, you know, every year is the same, never change.
There's always this pattern going on.
This pattern is always there. So there are profitable traders out there, right? Only wait for a moment. They're waiting for a moment. Something happened to the world. Earthquake, tsunami, war. Whenever this happens, scavenger like me will come in, will buy the market. You can call us evil, lah. People will, if I were to share this strategy, right, people will say, "Oh, Prem, you are so bad. You are taking whatever left over towards the war. People are suffering, and then you just can't profit from whatever happens." I mean, that is the truth about the world, these days. Everybody is surviving. People are, fighting with one another. Once you reach the adulthood life as a man, you do know that surviving is everything. You will do whatever it takes. So with this theory, I was able to profit, every single month, consistently just by using this theory.
Right.
No shortcuts.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, man. I'm going to add on slightly for that one, your point of view. And I think a big part about making money sufficiently, what I learned from making money is to really try to detach yourself, money making from morality. If you're thinking from like good versus evil, there's going to be like good money, evil money, black money, white money. And if you try to understand, you attach money, with that kind of narrative that are you with justice, moral righteousness, you're actually not operating in a systematic thinking where how money is being generated. And for example, I don't see you as evil, to be honest. Is you're just being sufficient where you understand the structure of the game, and then you understand that how can you profit from the game. And there's a movie, it's called Big Shot, right? It's called Big Shot, where they make a movie about this guy called
Michael Burry.
Michael Burry. Yeah, well, not Michael Bublé, not the singer, but Michael Burry. And it's talking about a guy basically is shorting for the 2008 financial crisis. They talk about shorting it, while everybody is like losing their houses in big debt, but he's the one that make big money and a small group of people, right? You cannot say that that guy is evil. You can just say that he is accurate, he is sufficient, and he understands the game that he's in, right? I think it's just part of understanding that when you're in the game of money making, wealth generation, 99% of the time it has nothing to do with moral righteousness. It has a lot to do with systematic thinking, and that is what I think. So, no, bro, I don't think that you are, evil. I just think that you are actually sufficient.
Yeah, I don't think myself evil. I just think myself as a character in the game. Like if you look at Game of Thrones, right? There's an archery, there's a magician, there's a knight. and there's a blacksmith, and there is a scavenger who, I always think myself as part of a character in the game.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah. So, yeah, basically, there's a very smart response from you because basically you didn't actually provide them the answer that they want.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of them in front of that, they're thinking, okay, can I just hit the fucking buy button or the sell button? Prem, can you just tell me, is it buy or sell?
You just wait for a moment, man.
Okay. Now let me twist that question a little bit. You don't have to answer is it like buy or sell because of course we don't provide buy or sell signal. But is it a good time to be a scavenger?
It is.
It is. Because is it you call it bias, you call it sell prophecy, it's been spiking up, right?
Yes, because if you look at cryptocurrencies, if you look at stocks, you look at the big players like Nvidia, AMD, and whatnot, prices are going down tremendously because of AI coming in. And right now, it's like they are actually putting a stop towards AI because they are interfering with the financial market in a way that this is what stories are going on right now.
Yeah.
It's like in the next 5 years or 10 years, for what I can see, it's like it's giving people, especially from the middle class to and the lower class people, opportunity to buy stocks in the next 5 to 10 years because price is going to come down to a place where it's cheap to buy, and people are not in anywhere financial struggle at that point within 5 or 10 years.
That's informative. All right, thanks. So let's tie that, up with the current topic for today. So, we're talking about like wartime, right? We're talking about, the president of the United States, picking up war with few countries. Well, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of politics. I do, love to watch how politicians, articulate themselves, how they talk. I love how they talk, but I don't really dive deep into the dynamic of how politics actually work. But but it does have that kind of ripple effect to the financial market, you know. And the next question would be, I think this question is actually for you, Alan. Like, you mentioned about AI, right?
Correct.
And we mentioned about AI, we mentioned about turbulence time during like wartime like this. And then it really links to, a question about fundamental analysis, right? There's two type of way that you can try to forecast the market, analyze the market. One is fundamental analysis and another one is technical. So my question to you is this, in an era of artificial intelligence, quant trading, bot trading is dominating the entire financial market. And also, big news going on around the world. You have big news and you have artificial intelligence. Do you think that it is still relevant for a retail trader to benefit from news trading?
I think yes, and I think it is a big opportunity for the retail trader because what? Before that, before the AI, right? We need to have conduct the fundamental analysis by our own self by using our brand. But the question is, if you don't know this all the knowledge or all the resources, you cannot get the resources, you don't know how's the news, what is the news on, and you don't know how is the the impact or the relationship of the country or the these kind of things. You are unable to do the research.
I see.
But AI is coming. So everything you ask AI or even ChatGPT can give you the answer in seconds. And then you can see, okay, let's say US country is having the war with the Iran and these kind of things. And then you can ask, what is the possible outcome? You ask ChatGPT and ChatGPT will just give you the answer, all things. And the ChatGPT will give you the decision directly. So means that you can choose the outcome you want. You can do your decision based on this kind of outcome, and this is the easiest way. I think in this era is trading is will become more simple with AI.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? I thought that, like AI is going to be making people much more easy to like self hallucinate. Okay, I think like personally for me, I have like two phases of using AI. Phase number one would be, it is so easy for AI to hype you up because the model is always tend to be agreeable to what you say, right? So you can like screenshot a few chart from TradingView and then you upload it and then you just tell the model about like, okay, here's what I think. Gold is probably gonna hit 5.2, and then it's gonna go down like this. What do you think? And the model will say, brilliant.
Yeah.
It's gonna say, wow, that's a fascinating, observation. This is such a good observation, and then you like you hype yourself up, and then you're gonna click the buy and sell. That is phase number one. And that phase actually, for me, I didn't actually make good money from that phase, and I am become more cautious about AI after that phase, because I understand like how easy it is for it to like stimulate me to create that kind of rationalization. Before AI, you need to rationalize yourself, right? You need to watch the chart, use the calculator, risk the position size, everything, and then because we're using like real money, right? Yeah, and you have the skin in the game, and then you need to like, oh, everything need to be so precise, and then finally, okay, click the buy or sell, okay, open a position, and after AI, which is a phase number one, bro, like it is so easy to, hype yourself. It's like you always constantly you're like constantly find that feeling when you are being sell an indicator, like the magic indicator, and that kind of excitement. Oh, this indicator after I download, oh, it's gonna be sniper already. And imagine like using AI, you can like have that kind of feeling few times a day.
But can actually AI do that?
The more you interact with it, the more easy the model, because there's a hidden code. The model is being programmed to make you feel good.
Okay.
Yeah, it is not being programmed to make you feel bad. Yeah, so they have this kind of like customer experience thing going on.
Because I really don't think that AI can actually help a lot in terms of trading financially in the market. Like it can helps you like organize how you want to, your plan in terms of in the financial market, get organized, get some enough resource, enough information. But when it comes to execution wise, I don't think AI can help much because there's no emotion in that. There's not enough context like real life happening, like because I don't think that AI can track that fast.
Yeah.
So meaning to say, right, like for example, let me give you for example, like high impact news like NFP or CPI. Like next week Friday, we have upcoming high impact news, which is NFP. So that would determine like how this US dollar and gold and the war is gonna go, right? So I don't think the AI can come up with that data, because even the data itself from all these big institutions, I don't think they even deliver enough data for this AI to to give that execution for us. Because end of the day, even though we have all this information, right? When it comes to execution, we still have to make that decision.
Yeah, I think another thing about that is like we retail traders, we cannot assume that we can absorb the most of the upside is already being absorbed by institution, by investment bank, everything, where they have like more powerful AI or everything to really benefit from insider news, benefit from the model, everything. Yeah, and for me, asking that fundamental analysis question about like FA and TA is also like I'm trying to solve that question myself as well. For me, I am leaning towards I don't really believe that retail traders can benefit from fundamental analysis. I think when we got the news, it's already late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? When you got the news, like, okay, you have a narrative to feel secure. Like psychology wise, it is good.
Yeah, where the price is going.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's like this. It's like you feel that the weather is gonna rain. But will it rain? No. But at least you know that it is like somewhere like gray, somewhere like dark. Maybe it's gonna rain. That you have that kind of maybe working in the back end, but it doesn't guarantee that it's gonna rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think FA only add that little thin layer in trading, and most of the work and the craft actually goes to your own trading sense,
Experience.
experience, the muscle memory, right? Yeah, the muscle memory in trading, right? So now speaking about muscle memory, this question is about something with I believe that maybe a lot of trader out there want to understand, and in Mandarin they call it 盘感, right? They call it 盘感. So 盘感 means that when you look at the chart, you have the sense like a spider sense.
Okay, like 6 cents. Okay.
Sixth sense, the spider sense, right?
wow, this one can fly already, can buy already, like that.
But this one is too excited. This is like rookie sense. Yeah, this is like the first time we watch porn. When you open already ejaculate. That is rookie, bro. Yeah, yeah. The real sense is like Josh Soros one.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, there's a myth, not myth, it's a real thing. I think it's written in George Soros' biography. And he mentioned about, how did he actually know a position is worth closing or opening? He start to feel this kind of like tinkering, ticklish kind of goosebump like behind here. Like spider, like goosebump stuff. He did say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that is something that cannot be teach through books, information, indicator, or stuff. That is something that you build eventually, through experience, having skin in the game in the market, right? So now, just talking about like muscle memory sensors, right? Well, obviously you are making quite some nice profit, recently, and I'm gonna give that hollow to you. I'm gonna give that, that glow to you. Tell me, do you still remember that position where you open
Yeah.
for the gold one?
Yeah.
You did a long trade, right?
Yep.
Okay, you did a buy trade. And can you like bring us to that process of, what is actually happening during that time where you think that this is actually the time where I'm gonna open a position?
Well, basically, to be honest, I look at the market structure, and then from the market structure itself, I already know I'm being biased towards buy. I know that the price is gonna pull back up sooner or later. Something is gonna happen, but it's taking its time.
Hey bro, anyway, thanks for saying that you're being biased.
Yeah.
I think that is like really a classy move, Yeah. You like this is what we call a mature trader. You admit that you're being biased and still you sway with it, right?
Yeah. So I'm at the time I'm just waiting for market structure to pull back, and then the market did pull back towards, but then it pulled back so fast. I was within the last week for this buy, I was able during the first 2 days I hit SL, to be honest.
Oh, okay. How many times?
Only just only on one day, on Wednesday, because I knew the price gonna buy, but I didn't know the price pullback structure was so quick, and then leave a liquidity gap and then just continue going up. At that point, my margin was not big enough, so I realized my mistake was like, okay, if I knew the price is gonna be on the buy side, I'm being biased for it. So I did have to calculate my margin capacity, so what my lot size gonna be like, what's my risk measure gonna be like. So from there, I able to see the market is like making a breakout structure towards the buy zone, and then immediately I know it's like, okay, this gap zone is gonna be so big, but it's manageable with my margin capacity. So I was able to put one lot size, and I was able to, if you don't mind showing it to you.
If you don't mind to buy the drink later.
Yeah. I was able to buy the purchase order at 5171. Exactly where the support area is.
Fuck man.
And then the price
I'm gonna
boom
show you
up.
that, Alan.
Let me see. Let me see.
Crazy shit.
Damn, bro.
So I can even show you the stop losses that I had. I lost about close to 8,000, as you can see. So there is winning and there is losers as well. Okay.
Right.
So my losses is here. I was able to cover back their losses, and I'm still holding a position. So I already actually recovered and profit plus holding a position, right?
Yeah, that's a big part about trading, right? You're taking like small manageable loss and then you recover everything, using one. And that's a good aim, man. That's a good aim. Congratulations.
So even if you ask me, should I just continue hold my position? Yes, just hold my position until I feel that the world is steady, the economy has come to stability. Some to calm down. There's no issue war here left and right. Then that's the time where we should pull out.
Right. Thanks, man. Thanks for the dinner and drink later,
For
everything.
sure.
Okay. So now I think, one last question before we end the session. And this question is actually for Alan. And I know that, you're actually, born and raised from not a rich family, middle class family in Malaysia, humble beginnings, and I don't know why you always give me this kind of vibe that you are conservative, but at the same time you have this kind of like inner Travis Scott in you. You have this like wild persona in you. Like he looks, you know, like a typical Asian kid that really get good grades in the school. Not a rebellious type, but trust me, he has something there, and it's like rebellious. And why do you go into trading at the first place? What actually attracts you to become a trader?
I want to share you the experience that when I start trading. This is from, I think it's around 6 or 7 years ago. It's around 2019 when I'm studying at university. So our lecturer said that, oh, you guys can try stock trading. This is a good experience to you when if you really want to have a career in finance or investment side, or maybe the buy side, sell side. You guys must have the experience of the stock trading. So me and my friend take some around 500 Malaysian ringgit. So I buy, last time I buy Genting, if I'm not mistaken, because my father bought Genting. Okay. So after that is COVID time. And then luckily I bought, the Hatta Lega and the one, the Top Glove,
Okay.
because it is the glove stock. And then during the pandemic period, so everyone needs to wearing the mask and then put on the glove, so the demand is so high, and then the price is really spike up, not double, it's around triple, four, five, something like that, it's around 5x, 10x like this. And then that time, wow, I was like, damn, I make a really good profit. Why I need to go to work? I'm a genius of investment, like Warren Buffett. Damn. So that time that's the moment
You like snap, right?
the click, okay, I want to go all in trading or investment. Yeah, that's the moment. Yeah. But after that, the growth still start to, retrace, and now the stock price is really, uh, but it teach me a lot lah, okay? So it teach me that, okay, in the investment market, right, you really can earn big money, but you also can lose big money. That's the truth. It cannot be changed. But what can we do is, how can you control your emotion and your management? Yeah, so how do you earn big money but you can minimize your loss or minimize your risk? This is the work we need to keep going.
Thanks for sharing, man, by the way.
Yeah.
And I think, something I realized from this podcast today, we didn't actually plan, for what to talk about. Yeah. And, based on, the information here a little bit, here a little bit. And I have a summary of, what I realized about this podcast and this topic that we have today. Yes, we are talking about war, we are talking about news, we're talking about gold and trade, everything at once. But I think one common signal that from both of your story actually share this common trait, and the common trait is becoming a trader is actually becoming a player to participate in the up and down of the economic.
Exactly, yeah.
So it makes me feel like you're basically training yourself to become a fisherman rather than, just someone that is standing beside the sea, on the beach and just having, waiting for the fish to come out and buy. It's not wrong to be a consumer, but like I think big part about becoming a trader is to really understand, how to fish in the financial market, where the financial market is being affected by all these economic things that are going on in the world, right? So when the waves are strong, maybe this is the best time to fish for a marlin. When the waves are much more calmer, maybe it's a time for fish for tuna. I'm not sure, man. But it almost like makes me feel like becoming a trader is actually training yourself to become an opportunist of the economic of the world.
Yeah, diversified. Like,
Yeah, diversify. And in today's world, actually, it is not expensive. It is not, that difficult to become a retail trader. Yeah, you can start off with like,
$10.
yeah, something like that, $10. If you're in Malaysia, you're talking about like 50 ringgit, to 100 ringgit. Everyone can start, but I need to really let you guys understand the entry bar is extremely low nowadays. You don't have to become, extremely educated or have a financial degree to become a retail trader. That is why we call ourselves a retail trader. We are not professional institution trader. We basically like self-taught ourselves. And I think it is like, put it this way, no matter you want to like buy gold or sell gold, or you want to like participate in Bitcoin, everything, you're basically asking yourself this question first. Are you having this mental clarity that you're actually joining a journey to train yourself to become a participant and player of the financial market as an ordinary folk, as a person that wanna, regain your own time so that you don't have to work 9 to 5 forever. You can build your own wealth rather than always, making wealth that are linear, where you can predict every month. Yes, stability is good. Don't get me wrong, but do you want more in your life where you can actually, through a skill that you can, sharpen it yourself anytime you want, and through maybe mentors like Prem, Alan, and do you want to really like sharpen and learn that skill to learn how to fish in the financial market? If yes, I think this craft is for you. It is way more better than answering you that should you buy gold or sell gold during this wartime, right? So guys, thank you very much for your time. Thanks, man.
For sure. It's a great
All right,
podcast.
thank you.
Let's go.